Calling welcome back to another episode of the Open Mic Podcast with me, your host, Tom Hirst. Today we have Undersubstance in the podcast building. Guys, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, and then please tell me about how Undersubstance came to be Undersubstance that we see today.
Well, this is B Jizzle. I got Tyler Nip on my left, and I got Weston Trayvon in front of me. How you doing, fella?
I think Tyler will be able to explain this better than all of us. So
the beginnings of Undersubstance.
Yeah, explain the shit.
I mean, we all went to school together. And we knew each other growing up. So we had classes like mingling around with each other, and we all were actually guitar players starting out. So me and Weston started jamming probably like sixth grade. I'd been playing for a year on my own. He's been playing. He can't even tell you too long.
Yeah, long time.
How long have you been playing, Brett?
Actually, I started right when we started in the school, really.
So like sixth grade.
Sixth grade.
Yeah. So I've been playing with Wes since sixth grade, and we really weren't able to start the band until right out of high school.
How old are you guys now?
I'm 23.
23?
38.
38.
So Wes is 23, Braden's 38, and I'm 22 now,
Okay, so what's that, about 8 years-ish? 6 years?
I mean, I don't know the math. I'd have to break it down, but yeah, long time.
Word, all right. So going into high school then.
Yeah, so me and Weston, really even when we started the band, we had probably at least 20 songs that just needed what we call the ribbon, lyrics and a guitar solo. A lot of the foundation was there. You might rework it with some compositions and stuff. So Braden came in, not relearned, but learned a lot of what we had and continued to write with us, and we continued to grow. So we leaped all the hurdles together: the studio, the finances, all that stuff. So
quite in general, these little two assholes, I always wanted to, be a part of the band, and I didn't even know. I mean, I don't even know if it really was a band at all in the beginning, but you just showed a post recently saying, hey, should me and Weston make a band?
Yeah, I was 13.
Yeah,
it was 2013.
I was the biggest fans of these two for the longest time, and every time he uploaded a cover onto YouTube, I was just constantly trying to compete with him.
I did a Stricken by Disturbed, and some of those other metal stuff I was learning at the time. Yeah. But we weren't trying to we didn't think we could do a band right away because it was only 3 guitar players. We didn't even have a drum set. The fights of trying to buy a drum set and find somewhere to put it and be able to play and be loud and all that. So Wes spent a year paying one off, pay to play. We had it and they would have took it if he didn't make it, but he pulled it off. And then we ended up not liking our first singer, so that's how the 3-piece came about. Yeah. It was a long member search. So
that's basically how I got my first drum set. He ordered the drum set off of his account.
Okay.
And we were young kids, no credit.
Yeah. And he got it for me, and I was just basically paying him off.
Okay.
Paying it off for a year. Yeah.
And then you guys kicked him out.
Well, actually,
he was kicked out before.
No, there was a little drum matches that surrounded that.
He was like, so you owe me money on this drum set.
Yeah.
So you gotta pay me this, or I'm gonna basically call the cops.
Yeah. He was as cool as he could have been. To be real,
that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. But yeah, so you guys paid your way into becoming an actual band, essentially. To buying your own drum sets, funded, not paid, but funded all of your band endeavors. Then, huh?
Yeah, my drum set for sure, because I didn't have enough money to buy a $1,200 drum set. I was 19, working at a Mexican restaurant, busting tables. What was I gonna do?
Yeah,
I had to pay it off in increments, slowly but surely.
When we had a singer, at that point, I at least had a guitar and an amp. Yeah. But later. When we didn't have a singer, we had member and money problems, is what I'd say. So I was like, well, I can't fix the member problem, so I'm just going to go work. I'm going to get all the gear I need. So that's when I got my EVH and my Mesa. And I put 3 or 4, maybe even 5, because I have a little studio set up now, $1,000 into gear.
Yeah, of course, right?
Man, it's a long haul.
Quick, man.
Yeah, and I mean, all these...
bro. Expenses come up out of nowhere. You say, oh, dude. This much
merch. Merch is a really hard one to swing when you're a new band.
Hey, it really is, man.
Yeah, we didn't get merch until a year ago, year and a half ago.
Let's say, years later after we started.
Yeah.
And we've been a band since, 2018, 2019, something like that.
Okay.
I joined November 12th, 2018.
Oh, yeah.
That was my exact day.
Yeah, I'm glad you remember that.
If you sum up the dates, like, real short, like, me and Weston have been jamming since, like, 2013.
Okay.
And then Braden, like, kind of comes in around 2018. We had a singer for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then we had to disband that because it wasn't going smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, probably about 2020, like, a little before quarantine, I would say, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I was just at work one day and I was listening to, like, some songs we like, because not every song we like we can pull off 3-man. Like, it kind of, it's a lot of multitasking and working it out real slow when it's new, because trying to, like, do the lyrics and some of the guitar stuff, and even for him and the drum stuff, like, that's where the trading originally started, you know, because he was going to try to do it, or basically frontman and, like, with a drummer, but it's hard to find somebody to weld to 3 guys who already have a foundation.
That is the hardest part of it.
And the craziest part is the fact that we picked pretty much the hardest song to start out with.
Abolish?
Yeah, Abolish. Yeah. It was just, that was one of the worst ones.
That had to do with production reasons, because, like, we felt like we couldn't find somebody to mix us well enough, you know, that we were satisfied. So we were like, man, if we go to somebody, we're going to take, like, something we think's the hardest to mix. And it, at the time, just happened to be one of the heaviest songs we had written and all that. So it came out good. I'm happy with the mixes we got out. I mean, it's never 100% what you thought it'd be, but you still get something you're happy with most of the time. You know.
So are you guys in-house recording and mixing and mastering everything now?
That's the one thing we outsource.
Okay, just mastering, or
the whole recording process.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
We were thinking about tracking ourselves, like, we demo and, like, lay it out, but
for sure, for writing purposes.
Yeah, but getting the quality of, like, a mix that's acceptable nowadays, like,
for sure,
I definitely don't have the brains of EQing and, like, cutting the room. And
it's more about being worried about it. Like, really, at the end of the day, we want them to sound great.
Yeah,
you know, so
absolutely.
We could just do it punk style space. And do it, but
for sure.
Know.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially since you guys have funded and, you know, put everything into actually getting your instruments and putting this band together. Yeah, you might as well pay the extra and have somebody else do what, you know, you're not there yet.
Exactly, because putting those hours in, like, that's something that I don't know. I want to be a performer, not a studio guy. So putting in those hours and taking that time to delay, like, recording because I want to do it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'd rather keep moving and pay somebody to do that. Like, I do most of our music videos. I think I've done them all so far. Yeah. Braden helped me out a lot with the first one. We did it on Windows Media Player, the Abolish video, because I was like,
that's sick.
I remember, like, I was like, kind of coming up with not excuses, but, like, I want a budget for a music video. You know, I want to go somewhere, and they're like, let's just.
Yeah.
And so we did what we could, and that's kind of been the motto ever since, pretty much. So
that's cool.
Especially with the videos, just do what we can. Like, be realistic, do what we can. Like, we just use our phones and a few buddies. Yeah. Some friends with some lights.
Whoever recording on a cell phone.
That's amazing.
I just throw it into Premiere and edit it all together when we're done.
Yeah.
I got, like, it's nice to get better. The satisfaction's so worth it. Because with Enemy, man, it took me, like, probably 36 hours of just editing. And then Fear of Dying only took me, like, 9. And the views for Fear of Dying have quadrupled Enemy, you know. So
in general, I think Fear of Dying is a way better song anyway.
I agree.
I really like Enemy.
Enemy is one of our early songs we pulled from the notebooks, you know.
Nice. So. Okay.
Early writings, like me and Tyler, like he'll start off a riff, and then if he can't finish it or come up with something, like, I'll finish it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know,
which is amazing.
And that's basically how all of our songs
we just go back and forth. And since we've been jamming so long, like, I swear we hear the same drums.
Yeah.
Like, you know, writing the riffs. And if we don't, I'm like, bro, cut the snare, like, one more time. You know, if it's like, I'll be like.
Yeah, like halftime or full time, you know. Like,
And if he just goes which way I tell him, it always falls into place most of the time.
Yeah, we basically have the same mindset when it comes to anything musically, or even outside of that. Like,
and honestly, it's probably because I just started playing with them at such a young age. I'd only been playing guitar for a year when I started playing with Weston, and now I've been playing 11 years.
So, like, that. That's crazy.
So a decade of my guitar, which is half of my life, has been playing guitar with Weston.
Seriously, man, chemistry is the most important thing in a band. Like, it's the one thing that, like, you know, if you've never been in a band, you really don't get it until you get it. And, like, if you don't have chemistry with the people that you're making music with, it's not going to be good. Yeah. No matter how hard you try.
You gotta love the dudes that you're doing it with.
Oh, there's ups and downs.
Right? Yeah, obviously ups and downs, highs and lows, whatever. But Couldn't be more stoked to do it with these motherfuckers right here.
Oh, dude, I was like, it'd be savage to have another project in a way, but I still couldn't imagine it.
Yeah.
Because like I've always been with these guys. So, and
I understand.
I wouldn't give like my all to another project because I'm so invested in this one. So that's another reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to writing processes, this is how you know for a fact that these two really do got that chemistry. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
I have my own stuff I write. I can't even really correlate it as much as they love it to actually really write with them. Because really, at the end of the day, these two just come out with these crazy songs that just match. They know where to go with it. You know, I bring something to the table. It's, you know, like, it might sound good, but hey, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
No, I know there's I know there's 2 riffs that you brought that they're going to be great songs. They're not out yet.
B-Jizzle's got some shit that it's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Just riffs. I mean, they're almost composed completely together, and I still can't even fathom how you guys put anything together.
Weston, that's all he does. So he will.
I kind of write constantly. Like there's not a day goes by that I like don't have the guitar in my hand and I'm not fiddling around with something.
I'm like a 3-day-a-week guy because normally I'm more worried about flyers and promotion. Like I'm the like bookworm, I guess, the nerd burger of the group.
So is there ever a goal in sight to eventually have you be more guitar focused and have another drummer do stuff and be guitar singer, or is this actually is it working better than you anticipated?
Actually,
and this is
yes,
where you want to go better.
The 3-man has worked out better than anything we could have ever imagined.
Yeah,
and if this is how we're going to continue, that's what we're going to do. You know,
seems to be the only thing that's
it really is the only thing that's worked so far.
Yeah,
we've tried several drummers, and like they pick up on certain things, but like they don't. You know, they don't get it all together. Not knock to any of the drummers because they're all great.
Yeah, they just don't have the same vision.
But it could also be chemistry too. Is what I think.
Exactly.
Like I said, we're already so formed. Like we've been jamming so long.
Yeah, it's hard to get someone in the band and be like, learn this.
You feel kind of demanding.
Yeah.
He's a little demanding, but also they do kind of bail out pretty quickly too. Like,
but I mean, it's fair though. You've got to be demanding when you have a concrete vision. Like,
we agree on ours.
Yeah, exactly. You guys that you guys agree on, and if you compromise on it, it's not going to be as satisfying.
Well, we're already executing it anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
you know.
Well, we actually have a video out recently of a guy that we was trying out. His name is Wade.
Yeah, shout out Wade, bro.
I love that guy.
He
plays for Trust
really
a lot.
good fucking drummer.
Yeah,
he plays in a cover band with Trust.
Okay,
and
he hopped on stage just last minute. He hopped on stage.
Really?
Yeah. It was kind of like a feature. Like, hey, buddy, get up here. You know this song. Like, and then like. I would have been the guy in the band most against it. I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, you know,
I hate that idea.
And
I'm like, let's do it.
He's jammed with us before, so I knew he played it before, but it had been months. But honestly, like once we got into it, it was so fun. Like having another member up there made it more so like a party on something we wrote. Like I wasn't so like worried about getting my vocals and my guitar right. Like I felt like I had more freedom to, you know, just enjoy like something we've written and play it. So that was nice. But at the same time, like when the 3-man's working, I don't see anyone else doing that. So like,
well, you should have seen him up on and as a front man. He killed it.
Yeah,
it was astronomical in my eyes. But I've always been a big fan. So
I will say it felt good. Like obviously, like I need to do it more to feel 100% like good with it. But yeah, dude, when he jumped up, you know, I knew for sure that he was gonna execute the song perfectly.
Yeah,
he said, "I gotta go."
Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, man.
I mean,
Wade, bro, he kicks ass.
If I'm being honest, I would love to have see you guys with 3 guitarists.
3?
Yes.
And a bass and a drum.
And bass and drums.
And an independent vocal?
No. Weston's still on vocals as a 3rd guitarist. That's I think, but I also think, if I'm being honest, like musically, I think you guys are talented enough that you could really mature and evolve to make it interesting enough to have a necessary 3rd guitarist, right?
Oh yeah, like so, City of Evil rules.
I can see that because if I were to be like full-time vocals, we would need 2 other guitar players to like.
You could do a lot of sick octave harmonizations parts, a lot of really sick, more dual lead harmonized parts. Like,
I agree with you. It's definitely something like I've almost thought about getting loopers for live, or
I know having a 3rd dedicated rhythm for everything else. You know, that's you doing vocals.
And Tyler does it really good with like just playing guitar and like singing at the same time.
I'm not necessarily that
awesome,
good with that. I really enjoy him. Yeah.
I have a dad.
Sorry, go ahead. Continue. I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're cool.
Had a random train of thought there, but yeah.
Yeah, like he's better at that than me. Like I can't play the Cretan riff, or the Cretan verse riff, and sing it.
Yeah, but you can play drums and sing.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
That's funny.
It doesn't
it's
make
actually
sense.
easier from the play drums and sing than it is from the
it's
guitar.
actually way easier for me to sing and play.
Interesting.
I'm definitely vice versa. Like we all can play a little bit of everything.
I stopped that bass line and dive bomb song that I do the vocals in because I can't play it and sing it at the same time, and it's a really simple riff.
I think it's because it's guitar. Like if you were to just hop on drums, you'd be like, because it's 4/4. It's not. I mean, it's
that's true. Okay,
different, but it's.
Yeah, like drums are just, they're more straight. Like guitar could be did
for sure.
Like anything.
That
really.
makes sense. Okay.
You know, so drums are most of the time pretty straight.
Syncopation, it's just weird.
Yeah, okay.
Like there's any time you can't do a line, it's do a fill. Most of the time.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Something quick, like.
Just exposed you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What's really an idea would be is that actually because you are being on a drum set, you're actually writing around how you're going to sing with the drum set.
Yeah.
Now imagine if you hopped
You
on
would think
guitar.
I would write that way, but I don't. Because with this new stuff that we got coming out right now, there's like certain like kick drum patterns that I'm like,
quit hurting yourself, man.
This is gonna take some practice for me to get it good.
I got you.
Yeah, like when we originally started the 3-man, I remember just laughing at him, man, because he like in the adrenaline of playing a song, being a drummer, you speed up, but then he's also doing the vocals, so he's speeding the vocalist up, which is also himself, and he's just like a train that like can't put its brakes on.
It was like that for a long time,
probably a month and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer than that.
Really? I'm gonna say we're not him, so we don't really know.
Yeah. But now I feel like we've gotten to a point where, we're just solid, bro. We've played this shit so much.
Yeah.
We're definitely ready for the new stuff.
Because your guys' tightness definitely shows. That's the amount of time you guys have been around together playing. Yeah, it's definitely showing.
That's really what it is.
It's really insane. Like when you think about it, like it's crazy.
It's
it blows my mind.
At the end of the day, he showed me my first guitar lick I've ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's how I learned. He actually showed me my first one. It was Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah. That's so sick.
And then years later,
dude, that's so funny. I didn't realize that was your first one from Wes because that was mine.
That was my first one in general.
I was really into like Stevie Ray Vaughan and like Jimi Hendrix, like real blues stuff. And then when I met Wes, I liked Avenged, but I had no like goal of like playing their riffs. Like I was like, oh, that's out of my ballpark. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, you got it. I learned it in like 30 minutes, and my mind was blown.
That's how we met. How me and Tyler, how I remember meeting him is we had this guitar class at Malabar.
Okay.
And
6th grade.
Yeah, 6th grade. And they would like host this thing where all the musicians in the guitar class would play a song for the whole cafeteria.
Okay.
And, I played Backcountry from Avenged Sevenfold.
Nice.
And I remember Tyler coming up to me like, yo, nice Backcountry, dude.
Solo.
Yeah. Something along those lines. And, that's pretty much how we became.
I mean, I didn't have no friends, but I definitely remember being on the bus alone that morning, listening to Backcountry, like rainy day at school. Like, it felt like that. Like, a day I don't remember. And then this dude busts out, plays Backcountry, and I play, like, Purple Haze. And I'm like, bro, what's going on?
No, I didn't play it perfect by any means.
Well,
like, dude, this was 6th grade.
6th grade.
I didn't learn shit.
I played a year. I didn't know.
Like,
he just came up from Mississippi, and like he was just a crazy character to begin with. Everybody thought he was a girl, first of all.
Yeah, I didn't do it until I was like 20, so it's way bloomer. Yeah, no. So in 6th grade, I literally looked like I was 9.
Yeah.
Well,
you probably looked 12 when you were 16.
He's actually older than all of us. For the most part, He's our poster boy. That's what I like to call him.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's grown up.
Oh yeah, me too. It's worked out.
Now I gotta fight more of the women off.
Oh man,
trying to save him from these hoes.
You gotta do what you gotta do out there. Protect the
protect the brethren.
You gotta protect the talent.
Yeah. There you go.
We're all the talent. That's what we talking about.
Oh man, so so you guys said you have new stuff that you're getting ready to start playing. You just released What Might Exist, right?
Yeah, that was in, I think it was May.
May? Okay.
Yeah. No, if it wasn't May,
it was released in June 9th or 10th. It was the day after my dad's birthday.
I don't know.
I'm like, hey man, with this shit.
I was gonna say you're just the calendar of the band.
I don't remember. I just remember like putting all the songs together, like all of us just kind of like working on them and stuff.
The reason it blurs in my mind is because I didn't have the video done when we drop. And, you know, nowadays, I say video is king. Like, images are everything. So having a song that had no video to back it, trying to promote it off, like, a fresh release worried me. Yeah. So, like, I know every time I try to think of the video date, I always think it's May 9th, and I swear that's the day the video came out.
It's not. And, you know, it's a month later. It's June 9th.
I mean, we could look it up.
So you got it done in a month, then.
I trust Bray by now.
So. Yeah, I know. It's cool. They can go look it up.
No, because I know it was my dad's birthday, so yeah, it was June 9th.
I trust you. Yeah. My memory's shot. This year we've been... This year, I feel like we've stayed consistent well, and I've realized, like, I can't remember when I've done anything. Yeah. Like, I'm like, yeah, it happened. When?
Who knows?
Past.
So, what's next, new music-wise? What do you guys, do you guys already have this stuff recorded that you're talking about, or is it all demoing?
Yeah. So, like, they basically need, like, some of them have lyrics. Like, they're all, like, 60, 70% done. We got, like, 8 or 9 songs. Some may get cut, but we'd really love to do a bigger package. Like, but then again, more money in the studio. If we go, to be honest, it's gonna be more time. Yeah. So,
and this is what we're doing now. Instead of going to a producer to like record everything, we're gonna record all of it ourselves.
Tracking
everything, like everything from guitar to vocals, and then we're gonna send it off to someone to like mix and master.
Nice.
We've already been talking to a couple people to do that.
We hope. Like, I hope nothing goes... I get paranoid about it, man. The vocal, like, I know some guys will record... I swear they go through some things before it's actually recorded. Like, some of the vocal chains before the recording, not, like, post, in a way.
Whether they have, like, different preamps or, like...
So,
or even
like,
pre's.
I know enough about mixing to know I wouldn't want to mix someone else's tracking. That's why I get worried about it. So,
we've actually done our own. And they came out... fairly, I mean, in my opinion, very decent. Yeah. It's just, in general, why not just do the best?
Legible, not big. They were legible, not big.
Okay.
You know?
Absolutely.
And with this next release, it's like, with our most recent stuff, it's been, like, pretty heavy, like a lot of screaming and, like, vocal harmonies and stuff. But now it's like, with this new release, it's going to be, like, kind of stripped back.
Yeah.
Like heavy metal, rock and roll, like stuff like that, but it's a lot more singing and like harmonizing.
Okay, kind of more like, because the last track on the album is a bit more singing in the beginning, right? That's that track. It's kind of like the first half is more singing.
I think it's Tired of Life. I think it's the one you're thinking of. Yeah, it's like starts out clean sometimes. When I have the pedal on stage.
So, yep.
So it's going to be more in
leaning
that
more
direction?
into that direction.
Okay,
for sure,
100%, and not even like, I feel like it's less progressive on the drumming side. Yeah, so it's kind of more along. I mean, 3 Days Grace, Seether, like, is kind of where I put it. Like, but at the same time, since it's us, it's still a little heavier than that. Like, we're not quite getting
It'll
that
always
clean.
be heavier.
Yeah.
You know, because I love the scream. Like, screaming live is like the best thing.
It's the most fun ever.
It's just so powerful. Like,
I agree. I've been learning.
It's the best, man.
Slowly but surely.
There's really nothing like it.
It's pretty stripped back.
Yeah. Okay. So is that obviously conscious thought? Do you guys have like a grand goal, vision? I was actually just talking, Dive Bomb played a show in Columbus like last month, and we were on our way home from it, and we got into a big conversation about there's a lot of bands that are super massive right now that started out as super heavy metal bands, like Bring Me the Horizon is like the biggest example, right? There's what was the other bands we were talking about? It started by listening to A Day to Remember's latest release. Yeah. And we were talking, I was talking to him about how like really like formulaic it is as far as like a pop, from a pop standpoint.
Volume Reverse, another one.
Yeah, right. So like
song structure wise.
Yeah, right. And just like the production as well, and like how like big and singing the chorus is, but yet they also have that like the breakdown at the end of that New Day to Remember song is actually really interesting. And so they like kind of bridge the gap between the people like who are still into like hardcore metal, but all the people who are into the more singing aspect. So like we were talking about like how like, you know, just a lot of bands, heavier bands have gotten into the pop world because it's a lot easier to tour as a metal band and then slowly shift your genre, you know? Is that kind of something, are you guys kind of thinking about that type of stuff grand scheme wise, or is this just kind of all how you're feeling?
I think ultimately we write what we feel. And like Weston, like I started out as a kid, like I started playing guitar when I was 11. I liked rap. I was all into Eminem. I wrote raps, like that's where I come from. He liked Slipknot when he was 6.
Yeah.
So he seems to be going the other way. He's getting into ballads and more melody and classical and just, like Danny Elfman.
You'd be surprised who actually writes the heaviest riffs out of all of us is him. It's Tyler.
Since I wasn't into, like, first time I heard Slipknot, I heard Psychosocial in like 2009. I was like, what?
Exactly.
I really didn't like it at all. And like when they put out the Grey chapter in 2014, I'd been playing guitar 6 years.
Yeah.
So by that point, I was like, whoa, this is cool. And I had developed the ear to listen to it. And
for sure.
I hate to diss on people who don't understand it, but you truly don't. You have to have an ear to some point. I get if you don't like it at that point, but it's not just
it's like
noise.
learning another language. You know, it's a lot easier to learn it if you're immersing yourself.
It's complicated. So as we go, I become more fascinated with the adrenaline you can pack into a track. I think he's more like the beauty. You could probably put a word on it better.
Like his old age.
I mean, there were so many tracks beforehand, but really, I really do think what's happening now. You're a little bit more on a state of like being very strategical on how we move forward. So if the songs are around the same genre, we're gonna go with that. Which I don't like. Right. Me, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, we're gonna release what we think just sounds dope as fuck. Let's just send it out.
And the funny thing is, like, we'll write like something you're talking about, like a ballad or like something that's chiller. But in the same month, we'll write something that's like the heaviest thing we've ever done.
Oh yeah.
And like within the same breath, when we're like, well, like we can't release that
and then
in the same kind of package because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
so
I don't think it has to make sense. Though.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm with you. I'm with you on that, but
it can be up to everybody. But I'm the guy who I love the package. Like Tala put out a new album. It's called like Metramphony. It's really hard to say.
Okay,
but like the concept is. Basically, he went through like stuff with his mom, and that word, metramphony, it means like consumption of one's mother by her offspring, and it's like insane. And then Slipknot's new album, it's called The End So Far, and apparently it's about like the downfall of humanity so far. And like how he wants to like die with a it comes out September 30th, so I haven't heard, you don't have everything yet. But I love that package. I love that. It makes it so much more.
It's so much.
I completely agree with the package part.
And I've never done that like as an artist, so I do like try to squeeze it where I can, you know what I mean? And
make it cohesive.
A lot of the songs he's wrote, like we said we had that next release kind of prepared 60%. Like he wrote a lot of those, but then we got like 8 or 9 that I've done that are I think super heavy.
Yeah, like, I'm actually more excited for that stuff than like the stuff that's coming up sooner.
But I'll be honest, I do kind of want to put the concept on that. So I've been a little controlling with it, like just with I'm like, with how quick Weston writes. If I show him something that resonates with him, he's gonna take off with it.
Westifies.
It's Westifies,
dude. It's awesome. It's awesome, and like you don't want, like.
It's exciting, I'm sure.
Yeah, he comes back to you and he's got this whole thing, but then he's so excited about it, you don't want to change it, you know. It gets to be a war, man. It gets to be a war.
Once how Call Me was made, we was just jamming out one day. We made this, well, it's not even out yet, but we played a new song.
That's one of the new songs that's coming out.
We was just jamming. We had a complete different idea. I was slapping and stuff, and then Weston just comes out with this very technical stuff, but it also has a very poppy chorus, which was just it sounds awesome. So what am I going to say after that? You know, like
he was crying late at night, he couldn't sleep, and I had wrote a riff that inspired him.
Well, so I had a couple of other riffs like kind of already in place. And then Tyler came up with that. It's like da 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 da, and
I'll have to get it on the next release.
Meshed. And once I realized it, I was like, shit, like. You gotta make this into a song. So
this is what would have happened with it if you didn't.
That was one
we could have just said, "And it's just throwaway." At the end of the day,
And I like songs that goes places, that go to more places than just like the normal like hip hop or rap song. You know, because they kind of stay in the same melody the whole time.
That's why
that switches up, like Die Bomb. Like you guys switch up stuff flawlessly. And you know. That's what I want to do. Like, I want it to be cohesive, but also like different.
Make
it crazy.
We keep it too cohesive sometimes. That's like Dive Bomb, man, you guys switch. So it's so awesome, man.
Thank you.
I think a lot of the time with live shows, like nobody's really grabbing your composition, how many times you're repeating a catchy part at a live show. So especially for metal shows, when you just have that part that kicks, like out of nowhere, people just tend to go nuts, you know. So
that surprise element to music, you know, like keeping people guessing, you know.
That bass breakdown when it's just the bass breakdown.
The choruses and the breakdowns,
right?
If you can get some solid choruses and breakdowns, dude, then everything else, you know. I mean, it can be
as long
whatever.
as you weld it.
I think there's a great example, like Hangar 18, which I've just got into recently, because Wesley actually showed me Megadeth recently. I've always been a big fan of older music, but he actually he just showed me Megadeth out of nowhere, and I always thought they were like trash because I thought he sucked. You know, I don't know why.
Vocally.
And then out of nowhere, I heard it, Hangar 18, randomly in the middle of the song, everything just changes up, that surprise element. It just blows you away.
Up, modulates and do some crazy chords.
Oh, and it's just a solo for like 8 minutes. I know nobody else is going like that, but you know, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck?
That's something that I've loved about Avenged. You know, I mean, I was
just thinking of Exist.
Super young when Backcountry stuff was coming out. Yeah. But at that time when Backcountry came out, no one on the radio was doing solos. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. And they're no one can beat them, in my opinion. In my opinion. I know we're jumping around and talking.
Well, Sidewinder is a good example of that, too. Just out of nowhere, in the middle of the song, just it changes into this really weird Latino.
Their guitarist went to school for gypsy jazz.
Oh.
So, and the song Sidewinder, like City of Evil, it's a very guitar dually album.
It's a very progressive metal album.
Yeah,
that's
catchy,
unmatchable.
melodic.
Yeah, I need to go back and listen to it. I haven't listened to that band in a long time.
When I was 11,
never a huge fan of them, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
but
right.
I think
as I'm
older now, I need to go back and actually check them out because I know I'd appreciate it.
It has a certain nostalgia to me still, but when I was 11 or 12, man, I'd play the whole City of Evil album playing Skate 3 for hours. I mean, so that like the 10-minute song Strength of the World was one of my favorites. So that's why some of ours end up being 6 minutes. He likes to go places and we're metal.
Yeah, I love it adventurous, man.
We're not so much into the newer metalcore, like I mean we appreciate it, like Wage War, We Came as Romans, like I can't think of all
which are very good
there's
too.
There's select songs we like, but overall it's a very like new like maybe the poppy sound you were mentioning earlier. We like a lot of Trivium, Slipknot, like Avenged Sevenfold. Me and Weston definitely get more into the poppy stuff than Bray. Bray's like the old. He likes Alice in Chains. Like he don't like A Day to Remember.
He like Pierce the Veil. He gives me so much shit.
He gives us shit.
I just do it because he looks like the guy. I mean,
Pierce the Veil is a solid.
Yeah, they might sound like some twinks, but they are brilliant. Okay,
I didn't say they're not talented. But you know,
we're clearing the air right here.
It's something. I don't know what it is, but something about him.
We're tired of your hate.
I mean, when I want to fuck a guy,
I feel attacked, Braden.
I'm not saying I didn't want to fuck you either, Jesus. Come on, man. Actually, forget about things. By the way, it's actually a song that isn't released
that's an
yet.
unreleased track.
Yeah, it's produced. It's completely done. But what's holding us back is because of the fact that we're scared to release.
No, not that we're scared.
That is what it is. And now they're bored of the song, and that makes me angry.
So, in my perspective of it, it's kind of like it's a sappy song. You know, it's about a breakup, whatever.
Just call me.
It is, but that one actually slaps.
It holds aggression. It's like
that one's
it's like fuck you, but whatever. But then forget about things. It's like I can't forget. I just can't.
When you're crying in a heart-shaped tub, jerking off at the same time, you know, it's a problem. You know.
And we have plans to release it, but in a different way.
I think
maybe not releasing it on all like streaming platforms, but putting it on a CD.
It's something we're not.
You know, a limited like.
Because I want to do what I guess would technically be a singles album. We have like 7 or 8 songs out, but it's multiple EPs. So you just put that all on one, and then we have this one song we took to the studio last time that's acoustic that we don't hate it, but we almost don't like it enough to put it out.
I love it. Everybody I've ever shown has lost their shit about it. I'm
the good thing about
these guys don't show their
maybe
pussies.
I'm just like tripping about it. Like maybe we should just release it.
Just for the hell of it.
Well, the good thing about the 3-man is we can vote.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Yeah, and I feel like at this point, if Braden loves it so much,
we like democracy.
I'm a little bit of a super fan, so you know.
Our votes don't even count, so we can release it just because Braden fucks with it.
I was definitely down for the bonus idea on the CD, but
I do like that idea. Oh, you should do that first anyways.
Gotta incentivize sales, man.
Yeah.
And it's a soft one, which is, it's really gonna, is it good or bad to catch someone off guard early? Because you probably want them to expect it your whole career rather than just slapping them later. You know?
People were upset when they did Drake and Josh. Like, push this shit, you know, like.
But that's one thing I love about Avenge, because you never know what they're gonna put out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, everything's gonna be different.
Yeah, there you go. Well, like you guys were saying, you like what you like, and you like writing what you like, and you guys have a vision. So I mean, if it fits, put it out. You know.
Yeah, we write for ourselves, really.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, I know every big band says that, but we kind of just do.
Well, I mean, hey, you
guys,
we're
selfish in that point.
I mean, you guys put so much energy and money into it. And, like you guys worked for it and have really tried to scrape it through into what it is today. You know, so I mean, why wouldn't you be? You know,
exactly.
It's the less you do that, the less you worry about. Exactly what you're trying to write or what you're trying to work on, the less it becomes authentic and the less it's enjoyable. You know.
And nowadays with social media, there's no mystique in bands. People see right through that if you're trying to fake it. So
for sure.
And when you try to write for a certain niche, like, it's apparent.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not writing for yourself, like if you're writing strictly for radio, people are gonna sniff through that bullshit.
Yeah, at least in the metal world, I think absolutely agree.
Yeah,
you know, 100%. Like it really is, and it's man. Being original is almost a skill in itself that you have to like cultivate, and it really comes from paying attention to exactly what you're trying to get at musically and what you're trying to write. You know,
and there's so much music out there; it's hard to be original.
And
I think that's why like we're so picky with the riffs we use, because sometimes I'm like, I'll just be jamming. Like a lot of my riffs will come from jams, and like, oh, we could use that. We could use that. We could, but we like to use the stuff we feel is different, and that's why a lot of the songs are so hard to package together. Because you know, like Enemy, instead of chugging in a drop tuning off of the like drop D string or drop C in our case, we play off the A the whole time. Yeah, and it's in triplets too. Okay, and it blew our minds, like kind of when we realized that, because some of that stuff we find out recording, and we're like, whoa. Like, we're a little smarter than we thought, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of cool.
Or just doing shit ignorantly.
Yeah.
You know?
Just writing because it sounds good to you, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Just feel. For me, it's all feel. Like, there's no theory behind it at all.
The only way I've been catering my writing lately is thinking about live. Yeah. Because, you know, like, some of our verses may have been a little long in the early writing, just in my opinion, you know? I wouldn't change them. Yeah. But, like, with the new stuff, I'd really like to almost leave some room for crowd interactions. Think about things I can like double to make it interesting, like guitar solo, like double it. You know what I mean? Just to have that like live experience, or like parts where it's dan and hey, hey, like Avenge has that critical acclaim, and they just, instead of doing it for 2 bars, they do it for 4 and get the crowd up higher to go into the solo. You know, so thinking about stuff like that, and that's not catering to anybody else, but just trying to improve our live show, really. Yeah, making it as entertaining as possible. Exactly. Yeah.
And with critical acclaim, the studio version, you know, during that part you're talking about, like he's kind of ranting, kind of just saying some shit. Yeah. But live, like he just lets the crowd just like go, you know, they just all yell and stuff. And Sin's got this crazy fucking dive bomb shit he's got going on. Yeah.
So instead of pulling off, like, it's almost like in the recording, it's almost like a radio part, like, living on this American foundation, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Instead of doing that, they just leave it a little more open to have crowd anticipation. And like, so, like, for those reasons, sometimes he's justifying me into the studio why we could put 3 harmonies on something and only do 2 live. Right. I'm like, no, bro, I'm doing as many as I can. You know what I mean?
That's why people like live shows.
Exactly. I like the little bit different
in the studio.
Exactly.
So
it's meant to be.
When we started, I hated it. I was like, guys, you need to play it exactly as it is recorded. Like, people like it how it's recorded. And
I had tension personally with this motherfucker over that shit. I never told him.
Weston just told me. He told me, he's like, the song kind of evolves with you as a human. And that like really stuck with me. I was like, dude, that makes sense. And like, I'm really into a band called Highly Suspect. We all are. And like, they're really like, they're more like bluesy. You should get into them, bro. I don't see how you couldn't like them. Because it's not heavy at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And man, they just do stuff differently live, and you can feel the soul in it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
And
yeah, if you wanna listen to how the song was meant to be recorded, listen to it there. but you go to see live for the live show to get the experience. And exactly.
That's what the engineer was trying to capture, essentially.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no, me and Lee from Potent Studios, who does the light shows for Richland Source here, and then who did it for Mansfield Music Fest, he's always talking about like being very live show focused and centered, and like thinking about every aspect of like, what could I do this way to just mesmerize the crowd and get them to really enjoy the entirety of the show,
I agree. I listened to that.
I'm a huge Mute Math fan, and they do a lot of that stuff. So like, I think thinking about that aspect going into writing is a good idea.
I lose sight of that. I will say, like, like I said, I do write for for ourselves. Like, we write for ourselves, so I do lose sight of like what's going to be best for the live scenario.
Yeah, how is the crowd going to react to this?
Yeah.
No, I do the same thing, because like I really had never thought of it too much until Lee started talking to me about that a lot lately, and it's like, yeah, that's actually a really good way of thinking about it, because it's like trying to think about how you are coming off to people when you're talking to them is the same as a show. How is your music? How are people accepting what you're doing? Or are people bored? Are they, or at what point in the song are they checking out?
Exactly.
Yada yada. So
don't bore us. Get to the chorus. Well, this is a saying.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, it's like, but then figuring out how to balance that aspect with, being original and writing what you're envisioning, and like keeping it true to yourself, and like what you're trying to convey musically, I think is an art in itself.
Yeah. And we struggle with. I mean, I struggle with that too.
So much influence nowadays.
Yeah, well, absolutely. There's a lot that goes into writing. Like, all the writers out there will know.
Do you use old songs? Do you use new songs? Statistically, like I said, I'm a nerdy guy. Only 10% of what you write is like your best and like good. So, you really got to get the trash out.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term, like if you have an idea, you at least got to put it down, because then it's there and you can move on.
Right.
So we have a lot of like songs that just need ribbons, and we might get into them, and then we're like lately we have one, and Weston wrote the vocal for a female so high up in the air that I'm like, I'm not gonna. So now we're trying to rewrite it in a different like key.
Yeah.
And he's got a pretty good solution, but it's got some kinks when you move it. So it's always lost my way.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, I was actually wondering too, which one you guys.
Yeah, lost my way.
Yeah. Because on podcast here, I can't really explain like where I have it originally on the guitar, but like, we moved it in a spot that we can sing it easily.
Give him a guitar, I'll show you.
Real quick.
That's how he is,
Wish I had like a hatch behind me. I just hit a button and
this
a door
right
opens
here.
and there's a guitar there. Oh, that would have been so cool.
It takes like the root note from the fifth to like the open, and you gotta like move everything with it. So he could probably explain it better or worse.
In a theory sense, like I don't know how to explain what the difference is.
Yeah,
it's lower. Like you can sing it easier.
In layman's terms. The layman's terms. That's about all I can handle right now.
Yeah,
we're not theory guys. Weston's an ear guy, and I'm just like, I hear this in my head. Let's try to find it.
They sound like theory though. That's annoying when they say that.
No, we're like, you know that one, bro.
Yeah.
Musicians.
Ones and zeros. That's all we do.
Right.
I'm a big fan of that stuff.
So when's your guys' next show?
Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Now that we've talked at length of exactly what people should expect from the future as far as the writing process goes, when can they hear this stuff live more often?
So,
we got a calendar and
I'm sure we'll slowly slip things in as we get done, just because we're kind of tired of playing the old stuff,
Absolutely.
We're
it
very
gets boring quick.
Yeah, we're very ready for the new stuff. So that's why we're already playing Call Me.
But what's funny is like we're getting tired of playing the new or the old stuff, but we're like getting super tight with it at the same time.
Yes.
It's so frustrating, isn't it?
It's weird.
It's so frustrating.
We're getting so good with these songs, but we're ready to move on.
By the time you get sick of them is when you should actually really start playing them out live.
Exactly.
That's so annoying. I hate that
feeling. The conundrum.
Yeah, right?
By the time you get it recorded, promoted, pre-release or whatever, most guys are tired of them by that point.
Like this Dive Bomb release that we're about to put out, we've been playing these songs for like a year. It's like, I put new stuff out. I'm ready for us to. We have like a couple songs too that we've peppered in here and there, but it's like I'd really just like to move on and write some new stuff, guys.
But you were so excited for them when you first had them,
exactly.
right?
It's the worst feeling, man.
It's a long process releasing songs. It's
man.
ridiculous.
For sure. So we'll probably just slowly slip them in our live shows. That's why we're already doing Call Me, and there's 2 more that are really close. And I mean, I want to say they're almost done, but me and Weston got to coordinate harmonies. Like the harmonies are probably last almost always, unfortunately. But
yeah, a lot of the harmonies like come to life in the studio.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to Think for Yourself.
Yeah.
Like there's some crazy.
Like Weston's main thing other than drums is the harmony actually has to be louder than the lead vocal, which is just insane. I mean, like this guy has to have them louder.
I've kind of like switched my whole mindset on that just because I like to hear the harmony, but like not be like the main part. But
Weston likes to listen to the live show of everything. If that gives you
that's it. Yeah, that's it. He's
basically trying to get us to a point where I can listen to us live and not be like.
It's not. I just have the. Oh, that's me. That's my own voice.
Yeah.
Like last night, I felt like I didn't like my voice didn't give out. I didn't have like a lot of bad notes, but I don't like the tone of my own voice, and I'm just like, I don't really know, but. Okay, you know, like I said, we were looking for a singer for a while, and then this happened. So people seem to roll with it, and we're rolling with it. So.
I've always envisioned him being
a little front man.
The guy who sings. I always compared him to Drake from Drake and Josh. I always said that I thought Drake would have the voice that you had.
Did not expect this tonight. It's the last. If you would have asked me anything of this podcast, that's the last thing I would have ever expected.
Bro, I used to watch so much Drake and Josh.
No, not please continue. I'm here for it.
I don't even know why. I always thought that Drake from Drake and Josh would have the voice that you have. But then I went back and listened, and it sounds nothing like it. And it's actually, it's not the shit I listen to anyways. But it's just, I don't know, something about it was just like, this is, when I heard you sing, I was like, this is what it was meant to be. Sadly, it's not going to be a Pierce the Veil sounding motherfucker.
There's no way I can sound that high.
I'm not even trying to be like dissing all that stuff, but I feel like every band sounds like that. So I was like, this is what I want personally.
Yeah, it fits.
I'm being a little bit selfish saying that. But
Braden's definitely not too down with the new pop choruses like we were talking about.
Like I'm down with those. It just depends on like how it's executed.
I know it's rare though. You're more into Pantera and Metallica.
But they don't necessarily not. Like Metallica has some poppy sounding like choruses.
I think Beartooth is probably the best.
Beartooth is an example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah. There's new album that was really good. But
I love Falling Reverse.
Oh yeah, Falling Reverse is amazing. Definitely top 5 bands for me.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's a long debate. I better not get it's hard to pick 5.
You guys ready to argue about bands now?
I'll tell you.
Let's get it. Come on.
I'll tell you Avenged and Slipknot make mine.
Yeah.
Maybe Highly Suspect will leave it.
And with Avenged and Slipknot, like I can't tell you which one's 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But they're both there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, Ozzy's not even in these 2 top 10s.
Sorry, bro.
And I'm a huge fan of Ozzy.
You're 38.
Oh, yeah, right. I keep forgetting.
That makes sense. Age. What is age? Yeah.
I was just a number.
It's crazy. 49 was this yesterday.
Yeah.
I think Braden said 10 years old is too old for him yesterday.
Wait. Oh, man. Hey, you want to know what Weston's nickname is?
Oh, no.
Actually, Weston does have a rap name.
I don't even know if I want to know any of this.
It's called YP.
YP?
Some gang shit, for real.
Okay.
Yo, young pedophile.
Yeah.
Weston had to abort some DMs.
Yeah. And children, but we don't get into that.
Some young girls
It's going dark quick. So when's your guys' next show?
Sorry, man. You gotta edit this out, do it.
So the next show. So we got Google Calendar up right now. I think Tyler might have it up.
Yeah, we just sync
up. Is
that
premium?
We just sync up our Google so we can put it in the days and we all see them.
October 15th.
October 15th.
That's the one I booked.
I don't know exactly where it's at, Braden. Where's that at?
In Bucyrus.
Oh, it's in Bucyrus.
Yeah.
Bucyrus. Okay.
It's not,
interesting.
The place where it's at, it was going to be at Mansfield, but apparently there's like a feud thing going on with a wrestling community that I have no idea about. But,
interesting.
I'm on probation, so I have a counselor who used to be a wrestler. He toured out in Japan, all these crazy things, and he
amazing.
I've seen videos where he was getting his head cut open with knives and stuff, like this crazy stuff they did on stage.
Like crazy wrestling, like crazy wrestling.
That doesn't sound like wrestling.
Not like
it's a little bit more.
I don't think that's wrestling.
I think it's
definitely
murder,
not the commercial wrestling.
I've seen the flyers, bro. He's in like
TV.
a wrestling outfit, like tights and all that.
He's
You sure it's not Pornhub that you're watching?
we keep down the down low.
Cats. That's hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're not going to do that at the show.
Well,
you know,
I figured
they did ask if they could like beat us up, but
that's going to be a surprise. You're ruining the surprise.
Well,
you
this
know
will
what?
come out.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, one of us is getting beat up. You find out who it is. And you probably guess who's going to.
No,
be.
it's already revealed. Braden's getting beat up. He's getting his ass fucking rammed.
So yeah,
I mean, you see me and him fight probably already. We have promotional videos of him knocking me out.
I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah, we got a TikTok video of me and Braden just like punching the shit out of each other.
It's our new trending challenge, actually. Okay. We're trying to get
it hasn't picked up yet, but I have a feeling.
I have faith.
The algorithm's going to pick it up and just, it's going to shoot
straight to the
atmosphere.
You know,
the atmosphere.
Not our talent. It's going to be the punch roulette.
Yeah.
So yeah, Braden's counselor. He's like used to be a wrestler, and he booked a show for us. And
that's amazing.
We're gonna play it, and I'm like, man, I'll try it. Like, I'll see what's up with it.
All
so
right.
we're gonna play that. But then our next show is actually Newsroom after that with you guys on the 21st.
I'm so excited.
Wait, are we actually playing that?
Dive.
I have no idea if we're actually
I
playing
believe
that.
it's ill.
You should be.
And then sink the ship.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's 3
The
bands.
flyer solidified.
Okay.
It's been posted. I've seen it at the snow trails
You should
yesterday.
know, buddy.
I don't think we're playing it.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I do agree. I would have loved to play with you guys.
I know.
You guys
I wish
are
we were.
Like
That would be
Mansfield,
fun. I love
Mansfield
the
rep. I would
Halloween-
have put you on there.
Right? I love the Halloween after-hour shows. Those are my favorite. That's like one of my favorite ones.
And we're supposed
every
to
year.
dress up, so
I've never done
It's
one.
always a
boys,
good
we
time,
gotta
dude. It's
figure
so
out
much
something
fun.
that we're gonna do.
I'm just
Yeah.
learning. We can be geisha girls.
Bro,
There
we're
you
gonna
go.
be Trailer Park Boys. One of we gotta pick our parts.
All right,
I figured
we'll
you
figure it
would
out.
immediately say Sinister Gates because these fools always say I
I want to
like
wear
him,
Fruit of
which
the
I
Loom
don't.
outfits.
Yeah, there you go. I wanted my idea for Dive Bomb's last Halloween show was for us to go as Kid Rock's 99 Woodstock performance. If you watch the video
with the white fucking
if you watch the
overcoat.
video, it would be perfect. But we didn't end up doing it, unfortunately. Hopefully we do that
Jake
still
would
sometime.
fit that
but-
aesthetic great.
Dude, he's coming out for Halloween. Well, the night we were supposed to do it, we played at Belcher's, and he still dressed up as Kid Rock from that performance anyway. So it was amazing.
I'm sad I missed that.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, we're gonna do
The
something.
rest of us bailed.
Whether it be
Actually, I think is what happened. Anyway,
I'll be Riggy.
I don't know. This is the first I'm learning of it, and
there we go.
it takes a while.
You got a month. You're
Yeah, I gotta figure it
good.
out.
You got a month to figure it out.
I don't
It's,
know. I'll be
I mean, just exactly how I do
Lady or
now.
something.
Homeless.
Maybe we'll practice and we'll beat each other, and Braden can play the drums.
there you go.
Hey, I'll play drums.
You gonna sing too?
I mean, dude, you know what? We should just do that just for the fuck of it.
Nah, you can
Just try it
I
out.
have faith in you drumming, not singing and drumming.
Yeah, we'll see. Just for the hell of it.
We'll get there.
Come
we'll
on,
get
it's
there.
easy, bro.
It is easy. Exactly. Well, that's why you're doing it.
Sarcasm.
Learn it on a
Sarcasm.
weekend.
No, it kills me every time I fucking do it.
Braden works like 72, 84 hours a week.
Yeah,
I really do. That's the
Yeah,
funny
so
part.
he's got all the time in the world
Yeah, I
to
got
perfect
all
his
the time.
craft.
yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
They always bust my balls about not practicing, and and they're not wrong.
Yeah.
I really do.
At least like I could say we run the set, and I'm like, sounded good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I'm
sounded great.
surprised with myself half the time. I can't believe I play as I do with really not
Yo, so
As much
we
as I
have to
should.
mention
what.
last night, or not last night, the night before, when we played at
Friday.
Snow Trails,
Friday.
Mansfield Music
yeah.
Fest.
Yeah. Oh, it is still Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gosh, I was thinking it was Monday for some reason.
So we were playing People Equal Shit by Slipknot, and Braden fell off the stage.
Yeah. That's kind of a normal, though.
Dude, I didn't even know till I woke up. My girlfriend told me. I was like, what? Like,
Yeah,
it must have
you
been
missed
cool.
it.
Nobody said, like, good show, your bass player fell.
In the Abolished video, I fell, too.
Did you?
Like, people, they thought I was
No, he actually
staging
did in
it.
the
Yeah.
Abolished video.
I didn't get the video of that one, sorry.
When I jump up in the air, somehow I always get caught on something when I land. I don't know what it is.
It's the air.
Yeah, apparently so.
Equilibrium's fuck.
Equilibrium's over, and I'm just, half retarded.
That's why we got to go wireless.
Yeah, no.
That's probably why we shouldn't drink 10 beers before we go on stage.
That's y'all.
That might help
That is
too.
us. That was us.
I do kind of do
Then.
that quite often,
I mean,
Not recently, though.
That's yeah.
We definitely
I'm
all
a good
like
boy now. I'm
yeah.
sober.
we definitely all like wanted to loosen up I'll say that.
Oh yeah,
100%. Because like for
I don't
me,
need some beers to loosen up.
For me, like especially somewhere I've never been, if I go to a venue, like kind of getting there an hour early and having a beer, I feel like a patron. Isn't that what you'd say?
I think so.
Yeah, I feel like a customer, before I have to like be an entertainer. So I'm not as uncomfortable. I feel like more familiar with the grounds, I guess. Yeah. So I normally
get there early and scope it out.
Yeah, get there about an hour early. That way I know where my gear's. Like I feel the flow out. I get a beer in me, stuff like that.
Nice to enjoy the event in its entirety.
It's
just nice.
So I do like checking out the other bands, 100%. Like I try to do my homework. Is what I call it. Like I get a flyer. We're playing a show. I try to check out the bands, but I had to quit checking them out so early because by the time the show came around, I'd forget who played what song, what songs they were, and then I'm catching myself like remembering familiar parts, and I'm like, oh, that was cool. I remember the music video for that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to get better about checking them out like the week of.
Right. Makes the event a lot more fun, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
Actually, you guys got some jams the whole way home from that show you played out in Bumfuck. I don't even know where it was.
Lucasville.
Oh, you were playing the Newsroom recordings of Chandler. That stuff was
dude, I love
just dope, man.
Modlet.
Yeah, Modlet, dude.
They're brilliant.
I've really been jamming the whole you might know. Have they put out every live show onto Spotify like that?
I know they were talking about starting to. I don't actually know if they've put out how many back stock of them they have. I don't actually work for Richland Source. I just host this through them.
That's very kind of you.
It's mutual. It's one of those, if it takes off and does well, we'll figure that out when it does. If not, I'm just doing it for fun.
Yeah, but Modlet, man, I've been listening to that whole show. Their song "Who Cares," and I think it's called Jazz Gay. It's like jazz and reggae.
Okay.
Like Jazz Gay. And those two songs, man,
those are a very, very hot take right there now.
Bro. I mean, I'm not into jazz, but I am gay, you know what I'm saying? So
I don't know how you'd say it. Jazz, AGE.
I mean, look it up, brother.
I don't think that's a real word, man.
Tyler doesn't like picking up his phone. He's scared of it.
I haven't listened to any of the performances on there yet. Yeah.
Yeah, they just released it couple days ago.
Nice.
I don't know. I feel like I've been jamming them a week and a half already. So,
dude, that's sick.
Jazz, GAZZGAE.
Don't you mean J in the front?
J. Yeah, yep. Did I say G?
Gas gay.
Yeah.
You said G.
No, that's a good one though, man. Yeah. Everyone should go check that out. That deserves some respect. Because I remember I was telling them, I saw him at like 2 or 3 live shows, and I was singing his originals when I woke up in the morning. Yeah. You know, like just humming them, going through and I'm like, man, this stuff's got to get out. Like,
I was just excited to actually put something out.
Yeah.
Now I can finally jam their songs.
Right.
I can get really, really familiar with it.
Dude, I'm checking it out on the way home then.
It's quite weird seeing, getting into the music scene, and it's not me getting into it, but just knowing that there is one that is such a buzz around.
Yeah.
Here.
Dude, right? Mansfield's the best, man.
I can't believe it, bro.
I used to say there wasn't one, but I've heard you say it on here, and as I couldn't really go to shows and stuff till I was 18. I'm only 22. So then the band being on that hiatus, now that we're in it, I'm like, man, there's a lot of people, dude.
That's sad. You missed a lot of stuff that you would have really loved now.
Oh, I know.
Back in the day.
Especially the day trip. That was my first kind of introduction to the whole community of people.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You guys are... dude, I love talking to people of different age groups from Mansfield who started at different eras of Mansfield music scene. Dude, it's a stupid, massive, amazing back history of awesome shows that go into the late 80s.
I learned something.
Oh yeah, wow. Oh yeah. The Mansfield music scene was massive in the mid to late 90s, in early 2000s. Yeah, Mark's Jet. There was heavier post-hardcore bands and all this stuff. There was Hypo 12%. Dude, man, I need to have so Jonathan Hape, the drummer from Narrow Arrow. He has his own solo project. If you haven't listened to it, he's but he's Mansfield music historian. I really want to have him on here to talk about all that stuff, dude.
100%.
Mansfield has an amazing back legendary catalog of historical musical bands.
No, I definitely missed out. I don't come from a very musical family, so they weren't taking me to shows when I was 15 or anything that way. I just picked up guitar because I got grounded for breaking a TV and they didn't take it.
That's awesome.
You know, so
that's awesome.
Thank God I got grounded.
Yeah, dude, definitely. If you haven't listened to Jonathan Hape stuff, listen to his solo stuff.
Do you know what it's called? Is it just his name?
Just his name. I think he has a Bandcamp. I'm not sure if he has anything on Spotify or anything. But
you're saying H-A-P-E?
Yeah, Jonathan
Got
Hape.
you.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out, man.
Stuff's amazing, especially.
Get him on here, pressure him.
Yeah, I know. I need to. I actually haven't reached out to him yet about it. I'm sure he would next time he's in town. But yeah, I thought that would be a really fun episode to do and just talk about like history. I mean, even, gosh, dude, there's so many
avenues.
Yeah, there's just a lot of cool history that's gone on in Mansfield. But yeah, so that's it's like I said, it's a lot of fun to talk to people who are younger that have gotten into the music scene either recently or within the last like 5 years and just
it's definitely been for the last 5 years for sure.
I'm surprised that there's actually there's stuff outside of metal.
Yeah,
really. I had no idea.
Actually,
all I ever heard was just hardcore, and that's it. You know. And
yeah.
I don't know where I seen Chandler. That was the first one I ever really seen that played anything that was different.
Yeah,
and it just blew my mind. I wanted to play with him every time. Though.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of stuff is actually more popular than the metal stuff.
Definitely think
in this town, at least, maybe.
Yeah, the metal hardcore scene has definitely died out from what it used to be. It's very small now compared to how it was.
It's indie. You know, a lot of indie stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Back when I was in high school, there was like late high school, early like 20s. Any given weekend, there was like 200, 300 kids that would go to metal shows, like metal hardcore shows out at like Wired and Berean Baptist or like, yeah.
Really?
Wow, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was,
It's bigger than what it is now.
Yeah, way better. Way bigger. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, actually, technically you're right. Yeah, because them shows that do play more than any stuff or pop music in general do actually end up having more of a crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was all like, there was a lot of local metalcore. It was, it was like, it's 2008, so like metal, it was like metalcore,
Yeah, that shit was at
Bring Me Horizon,
Attack.
I said earlier, Attack, yep, all those bands, So, but yeah, that was like, it was good times. And I'm really hopeful that type of stuff will actually start resurfacing again and people get more into it,
I love digging up.
You young guys coming up and playing your metals musics.
Dude, I love digging up old artists, man. I just got into like I've been getting into like punk rock and like Goldfinger and like Rancid and Brayden already knows a little bit of that.
Oh, I know all about it.
See, there we go.
Yeah, every bit of it.
Like I've known a few NoFX songs, but like getting really into it. So definitely exploring the diversity.
Dude,
I've always enjoyed finding bands from that are technically forgotten.
Yeah,
and finding
like an hour in.
No, I was like pointing at them earlier. I'm like, you like just come on, man.
I was feeling weird about hearing myself this fucking close to the microphone.
Yeah, put your headphones back on.
I've been barely able to hear you because you've had it so far away.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. I've been trying to be conscious about it. Getting real close.
You see how far I got my shit at my own home.
Oh, dude, you're professional, bro.
Well, this reminds me
You've done this before.
At home, with my stepfather. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Nice.
Man, you guys
tell us how that was like, Brayden.
All right, we'll delete the whole
story right now. Halloween show here at Richland Source, October 28th. 21st. Shoot.
That's first, 21st, man.
Let's check
it's probably the calendar.
21st. Yup, 21st,
All
Friday.
Right. 21st. Sick.
It's going to be a good
That's
fucking
gonna be
time.
So much fun.
That's going to be a great
Make sure
fucking
y'all
time.
dress up and come out to the show and have a great time. What's next for you guys? Any closing remarks? I'm sure there's a lot of stuff.
As soon as possible, getting those more hard rock leaning songs out, but 7 or 8 songs that we were talking about earlier. We're gonna start slowly slipping them in the live shows as we mentioned, and hopefully we can track ourselves. We're gonna track one over the next few weeks. I just moved, so I'm getting our space kind of settled out.
Nice.
But we're gonna track one and send it to one guy, a few guys, and hopefully we get one back we like, and we can just continue to track ourselves, keep sending off. But if not, we'll have to find somebody, go to the stew and get that out. Now, I would love to have the video done before the release this time. So there's also that. And
for your sanity's sake.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see the Dive Bomb video too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we've been waiting on that.
Yeah.
You guys are holding out on us, man.
Well, I'll say for years now, really.
We're really bad at releasing things.
Oh, it's okay. At least the anticipation's what you want, and that's
it's conscious.
It is built.
Different story when it's been 5 minutes. Come on.
If you guys want to put it out right away,
okay.
I wouldn't have watched it, but now I'm going to watch it right away.
There we go. There we go.
It's worth it.
So yeah, dude. We got that hard rock shit, and then we got that heavier shit that Tyler's got brewing up.
Yeah.
So
hopefully I can get it done. I write less, but I feel like I'm so perfectionist that when I end up bringing something to these guys, it ends up being like, dude, let's, like yesterday, this should have been out. Yeah. But like I said, I've been controlling that little group of songs just a little bit. I just want to make it a concept.
Yeah, we've been getting on his ass about it. We're like, bro, this shit is banging, bro. Like, come on. Quit holding back on me, all right? Please.
Right.
Yeah. Well, what's the point in writing this shit?
It needs more cowbell.
If you ain't going to.
Yeah,
more cowbell.
I don't have a cowbell. I'll just use Braden's head.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, all hollow right here.
Yeah.
I got a statement. I would love to do more things like these.
Oh,
yes.
podcast?
Oh, yeah.
These are my favorite things to do.
Dude,
I've done a couple times.
Yeah.
I think
these two haven't actually. It's the first time.
Yeah,
for
this
you?
is our first time on one.
But
this
my
year at
BB
work,
podcast cherry.
Yep, same with me, man. But this year,
all over the place.
me and Weston, he drives for FedEx, and I drive for True Green all day, so we're alone. So, like music, it's good for 2 hours, but then you kind of want to switch it up. So I've been listening to a ton of when I found out you took over, I didn't check it out right away, but I was at work. I was like, oh, I'll check that out. And I didn't even know Noah Jones hosted. Like
how many
I'm so young.
episodes
like,
there are?
Yeah, and I went back and I listened to a ton. Like there was so many. Like we just seen Keegan today.
Oh,
Keegan,
nice.
he was on like the Dive Bomb episodes, and I like the Mansfield Music Fest ones, and had a few good rappers on. So that got me into the podcast, and then all the Avenged Sevenfold ones. Yeah, I've listened to like 90. So I definitely have appreciated the art of podcasting a lot more in the last year.
It's fun. It's a great medium.
Just the art of conversation.
Yeah.
You know, and you can just be engaged the whole time. It's an art, man. Right. It really is.
I'll be laughing out loud on yards at work.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to just...
Right. Yeah, I feel like it's starting to get a little more socially normal to just watch somebody cackle, talk to themselves with just... And then notice they have headbands.
You just want to hear what someone has to say.
Yeah, right.
I used to be at work. I was in the Opie and Anthony, and I'd just be cackling because I would hear about, dirty words. I'm not even sure if we're allowed to mention dirty words.
Yeah, probably best.
Is it?
I mean, don't worry, I'll put the explicit on the episode.
So you get one example? Give us one Opie and Anthony example.
Okay, well, this is the guy with Tourette's who has some mental conditions, and he was talking to a blind girl on the phone while she fingered herself.
Oh, whoa.
And he was like, this guy, take this bitch. And I'm just sitting there cackling at work. I know it's dirty and...
No, it's appropriate.
Maybe it's
age appropriate.
She deserved
appropriate for the setting.
I'm flabbergasted. Dude, I'll come over to your house. Braden works third, and he's like, always sleeps with the TV on. I've stayed over there, and he'll go to sleep. I'll turn it off. He wakes up out of a coma, and he'll turn it back on and put it on 70. And he's always watching
just
that.
The other day, we were like,
constantly.
bro, we're trying to find this fucking video. What was it called? It was Hair Cake.
Oh, some Joji.
Was it Hair Cake? Yeah. We couldn't find it by ourselves.
He wouldn't wake up to practice for 3 hours. Yeah, but as soon as we needed the funny YouTube video that no one wants to see except
that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
practice for 3 hours.
As soon as we were like, yo, we're looking for Hair Cake, you were like, just up and ready for it. You're like, I got you.
Motherfuckers.
You were, though. You were.
Yeah, so
you guys weren't practicing for 3 hours. I want to hear that
we were
stuff.
hanging, practicing. Had like some other friends
trying to call me out.
Oh, we're calling you out, bro.
All right.
You're put on the spot, dude.
Ready to do another knockout video? Let's do it again.
Round 2.
Braden's pissed.
Yeah. Can you see how angry I am? My erection's about half inch out of my pants. So I ain't got much.
Leave it in there.
Come on, bro. Gotta keep that. Keep that boy down. All right.
I know. I call it fatal. The fatal half inch.
Your little torpedo.
Yeah, because it's disappointing, and you're most likely going to die from syphilis. What? Don't get mad at me. You're the one that chose me.
At least he's humble.
Dude, we shouldn't have did this late. I forgot it's past his bedtime.
Oh, yeah.
I'm bragging about this shit. You
took a
want to
day
hear
off.
more about it?
He's been up 36 hours.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, you work night shift.
Oh, yeah. I'm always up all fucking day.
It actually is amazing.
Yeah, he's got a severe meth problem.
No. Dude, you might
think
think I worked where Braden used to work, man. And
so you had a meth problem too?
No, dude. Come on. I had a no time problem, man. I don't like. I slept, drive through work, drive through, slept, drive through work, and I just had to leave after I got the money I needed. I don't know how he's.
These people will see me stay awake for like 36 hours to 72. I do it all the time.
Yeah, no, I can't. You ain't got a lot to kick it, bro. It's all good.
Okay.
I told you I do, man. What the fuck you want me to do about it?
Okay.
Come harass me, police. I'm just kidding.
Harass me.
Harass me.
Where's your so your probation officer is a wrestler?
Take it.
I'm joking. None of that stuff.
Drug test. He got drug tested yesterday. He's
actually, yeah, no, I've been taking drug tests for a minute now. Been good.
Braden taught me.
He's never had a problem.
Has literally taught me satire humor. Like
yeah.
I've never.
Because I really don't care what anybody actually thinks, I mean, except for my probation officer. You know.
Yeah, we don't care what mom or grandma thinks. Just your probation.
I've held Weston against his will, and he's forced to be with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lived with him for 2 years, and I can't. This is a cry for help, guys.
It's been that,
it hasn't been 2 years.
I am blinking.
It's been that long, and you don't have your own bed yet.
Yeah, he actually gave me his bed. It's got a lot of
for myself for 2 years.
It's got a lot of weird smells on it. You know, I have to change the sheets.
He said I came on his sheets.
Oh no.
So where can people find Undersubstance on the internet?
Hopefully everywhere.
Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah.
I've jacked off on your pillow every morning ever since.
You can't. I'm still pissed about that.
Apparently,
I love the guy.
Apparently, you can find Braden on Weston's pillow. You can find the whole band anywhere online. Hopefully, we definitely distribute.
Yeah, YouTube, Spotify. I mean, that's what I use. Dude.
I think we're on like Tidal and Weezer.
We're DistroKid, so whatever they release our music onto, I have to look into the specifics.
Yeah.
Undersubstance, 1 word, 2 words.
Check out Dive Bomb.
One word.
It is 1 word. Undersubstance. Spell it. It's compound.
Undersubstance.
I trust him. I forget.
Oh yeah, we don't spell it.
I think it's 1 word.
Yeah, it's 1 word. Yeah.
That's because we're illiterate.
But one question that just completely derailed everything.
Oh yeah, it's not unsub. I mean, some people call us unsub.
Yeah,
which is fine. You can do that for sure.
We were called that when we had the singer. We liked it better. It's a better chant.
Yeah.
Unsub. The only way I could think of because kids thinking about it. I can only think of Undersubstance like with the claps, which is like for football teams. That would be goofy. So we were going by unsub for a bit, but it stood for Undersubstance. Okay. And when we went to the 3-man, I was like, let's just call it that. Yeah. Like, let's just call it that.
And it's working better than ever, man.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Check out Dive Bomb.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, check out Dive Bomb. They're better than us.
Yeah, check out Dive Bomb.
Their live show's way better. Tom jumps. I could never match that angst live play.
Because I play bass. The simplest versions of the bass lines.
He just insulted me.
Yeah. I said, I caveated simplest versions of the bass lines.
Dude, he jumped and didn't fall.
Braden, top that, Braden.
There's your homework. Nah, thank you, man.
Y'all get made fun of me for being handicapped. Thanks, guys. Cancel unsub. I'm out of the band. Yeah. See y'all later.
That Newsroom seems kind of
fishy.
It's
get it?
Oh, because you got hooked.
Tackle buck.
We're about to have to put the knockout round 2. Punch roulette out.
Oh, because there's no fish hook.
I get it. I was gonna
get it now.
Yeah.
LOL.
Wow.
I got the funnies. Okay.
Oh man.
It's hard. They live together. I go home.
Yeah.
I go home.
We have to deal with each other.
Yeah. It doesn't stop
that's how you come up with punch roulette.
Well, we were boxing first, and then he split my nose open.
I'm so glad I got Weston those gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Christmas.
Yeah.
You should have got me 2 pairs so we could have really went at it.
No.
I gave him the right hand. I got the left.
Oh.
So I was like a little at a disadvantage because I'm right-handed.
See. You're so tough.
No, you had the left one for jabs.
Yeah.
Mine's right for my jabs.
Yeah.
That's fair. You just get mad because you found a southpaw.
Well, I know what Braden's getting for Christmas.
I'm fighting, yeah.
This is a whole different conversation.
Uh-oh.
All right, time to talk about Mike Tyson. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm joking. Fuck this.
No, Mike Tyson.
Any hardcore guy that, elbows girls in the face at shows, Braden will kick your ass.
Yeah, 100%.
What fuck are you talking about?
He doesn't support crowd killing.
Come to our show, and Braden's got you covered.
Yeah, don't The crowd kill our fans.
He's gonna ring.
I just pull out the Glock, you know.
We don't
Wait a minute. Yeah, you're right.
We don't have one of those. Dude.
No blickies around here.
Yeah, no.
Look, need me to kill. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm getting a little bit off track.
Right, yeah.
I'm about to say school.
Yeah.
Come see us at Newsroom. Come see us at Newsroom. Braden Mayfall. We'll play some cool songs. Maybe a newer song. 2 new songs.
I'll actually fall for you.
You'll see Sink the Ship, who are some of our good buddies and we've worked with, and then Ill Will, which is a pretty sick hardcore band coming up out of town. I just got to see them for the first time at Mansfield Music Fest.
Good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're great, man.
they definitely put on a good show.
Yeah, dude. They're coming a long way, man. I'm stoked to hear where they go. I'm really excited.
Yeah, 100%.
And shout out Justin McCray. I love you, Daddy.
Oh, yeah. Shout out all of our friends.
Yeah.
All the friends.
Including these
all
guys
the
right here.
homies who help us out.
Actually, we have our old bassist in the studio.
Yeah, Will, we haven't mentioned it, but we have 2 bystanders today. Our buddy Will and
Justin.
Sorry, I met Justin last night. But Will actually played our first show like ever on bass, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, so
before we had
Will.
for a Halloween
at the
show.
singer's house.
Yeah, for Halloween.
Yep. And Tyro, Ohio.
Yo, Halloween. That was Dive Bomb's first show ever was a Halloween show.
Really? I think it was 2017 when we did that.
We have more in common than we thought. Maybe we should go on a band date together.
Oh, dude. I don't think they have a table for 9 somewhere.
We'll all go to Goji, dude. Oh. If you guys, you know Goji?
No.
Oh, it's like
Is that local?
It's a
Columbus.
It's in Columbus. It's a Korean like barbecue place.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they bring out like brisket and you
actually like cook it.
Yeah,
there.
and I used to be against that.
Into it.
I'm like, if I buy it, but like honestly, like the food's so good, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll make it. Like
I'm into it.
I'll drop the money. I'll take you the best of Fasta.
Hey,
Braden's vegetarian, but if you get 2 beers in him and he gets hungry, he'll buy you whatever pizza you want.
Yeah, he'll
makes no sense.
Put 2 beers in him. He'll put whatever meat in his mouth.
Nailed it.
I like the chocolate ones. All right.
Listen, I just said he's vegetarian. He's not gonna do that.
I'm changing the circumference.
I've been vegetarian for 9 years. I want to hear shit.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No, Dad.
Yeah.
That's the one thing he's probably serious about.
Okay, I was gonna say that's
Probably serious about nothing else.
I don't know why. We don't know why, but yeah, he's a vegetarian.
I actually have problems with my stool. And that's why.
That makes sense.
Well, that's what started it.
Huh.
And ever since then, it's gaped out to where I really probably could eat meat. I wouldn't have no problem if this falls out anyways.
Man, dude, we definitely got to do more podcasts. Like, I don't even know these Undersubstance secrets. I really don't. I could have lived
this. That's because Tyler don't like us.
Well, it's very revealing.
Start your own podcast.
Dude,
you kind of already did that.
There you go.
Yeah.
But then I would do one, and then they would just drop out and not even do it.
Recently, we were
because we're lazy.
Recently, we were actually on Twitch with DWP, Danny Wimmer Presents. They run like a lot of the big metal festivals like Aftershock, and they do Incarceration in town here.
Yeah.
And we were on a battle of the bands to play Louder Than Life, which I think is this weekend coming up.
Oh, really?
And we got 4th. But for our first time ever being streamed, I never streamed. Setting up a live band, and I set up like 4 cameras and got it to where my girlfriend could cycle them while we play. Nice. And we got to 4th, which I was very happy with.
Yeah, it was hell figuring everything out at first, but we definitely figured it out.
Yeah, it sounds like a headache.
Weston books it. I figured it out.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, when it's anything that intricate.
Yeah.
Like
he's taking all the credit, even though
read this email.
With the streaming, Braden helped a ton, dude.
Even the cameras, because even though you had the phone, I had to figure out how to.
If I get a help from a guy in the band, especially on the graphic, videos and stuff that way, Braden normally helps. But Weston's gotten a lot better in the last 2 years, with the boring stuff,
just to help.
Yeah.
Man, he cannot handle that stuff either.
No.
He'll start. Tripping out. We should probably just pay somebody to do this, when
you get your demo space and you're trying to figure out how to switch your interface preference from your computer sound card over. Like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit over my head.
He's like, why would I watch a video? He's like, why would I watch a video and you can just tell me?
Yeah.
That's them telling you,
No, I'm like, I don't know yet. I have to go watch the video.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But it works out. Once we get everybody to the point where, I do a lot. Braden knows the videos but I do most of them now. Once we get everyone doing all that stuff, man, like I said, recording is the only thing we outsource. So
and Tyler lives kind of far away from me now, so it's really hard for us to kind of collaborate.
Mansfield. He's in almost downtown Galleon. I mean, it's
disclosed location.
We won't tell you the street.
Yeah. It's just I mean, it's somewhere close.
Grounds.
Like you're probably around, but you don't know for sure.
You'll have to just drive around and try to catch one of our unscheduled band practices.
Always around.
Well, that's why I'm out the side of the house with the AK-47 every day. Neighbors looking at me like, what the fuck? And then we keep them up all night on top of that. I know they love me.
Why you don't sleep?
No.
Why you don't sleep?
You wouldn't sleep if you were at his house through the night either. Lessons, playing drums. They got Braden's favorite thing is karaoke. He loves.
I do love that shit.
It really is.
Yeah.
Brayden loves.
Haven't done it in a while.
Like Hank Williams, like some shit you wouldn't even expect.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of just old school stuff in general, man.
Yeah, some country shit.
That's really what we do more than we should.
Rap, Tupac, I like everything, man.
Are you guys gonna put out a country album next then? Scrap everything that you have.
Dude, honestly, I don't think I'm good enough to write country. Like, there's some things that I just know that I don't have a
You can write a Luke Bryan song in 2 seconds. Let's be honest.
I don't know. I mean,
we're talking about the old school shit.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah.
Like Zach Brown Band, I'm not that level.
Okay. Yeah.
They got crazy harm. Like, there's some fascinating stuff.
Put the shades on.
Oh my gosh! All right,
Wes is too cool for the room right now.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna have to get you home.
Dude.
You guys, what?
All right, what you doing, man?
Right.
Well, yeah, the lights are a little bright, and my epilepsy's really acting up.
Oh my goodness, Weston,
what's up? Hey, buddy.
You're not that cool.
No, I know. You're the one that said it.
I was really hoping you would fall into that character of being like, but I am though.
Weston knows he's not cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
Dude, I know. We went on a rant. We just talking about some bullshit.
I know it's going to end up just cycling through and through, so I'm just going to cut us off now. And,
awesome.
It's a pleasure to be here, buddy.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. Again, Undersubstance.
Yes, sir.
All around. Instagrams, the Twitters, the Facebooks, whatever's.
Instagrams, what I like to call it.
Instagrams.
It's all Undersubstance.
YouTubes.
I think a few of them have underscores after. But if you type in Undersubstance, you'll find it. Especially if you could put a song name after it.
There you go. Figure it out. Find them. Enjoy them. Come out to see them. Bucyrus, October 15th, and here, October 21st. Thank you guys so much. This has been another episode of the Open Mic Podcast with me, Tom Hirst, brought to you by Richland Source, Newsroom After Hours. Thank you for Potent Studios for sponsoring this, and Henry and Two Cousins. If you need any of those things, go check them out.
Yeah, we actually go to Jake for all our merch, so he does a great job.
Jake's the best, right?
Yep.
All right, and I'm blanking on what I normally say here. Something about how awesome Mansfield is. Thank you guys so much.
Best continental city in the
free
U.S.
pizza today.
Yeah,
that shit was great while it lasted.
Amazing.
That's what you say. The best continental city in the U.S.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. All the time. I'm at 8 days now. I'm hungry.
But yeah, Mansfield, Ohio is the greatest city in the continental U.S. Thank you guys so much.
Undersubstance, we out. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao, Dharma.
contemplating all the drugs I take. I can't let it go, I won't do the road. I believe the truth is fading, our souls are dissipating. I'm about to cry, feeling our hope is not